Good morning, Zafio. How are you doing? Not too bad, considering how little sleep I've had. Thanks for asking. I am partway through rebranding, I guess is the best way to put it, as you can probably see. I hope you can see, otherwise I've broken it. Yeah. So I spent quite a lot of last night making pretties. I had quite a lot of fun actually, but yeah, sleep is definitely for the weak. Oh boy. I'm gonna be so much fun tomorrow. I'm alternating between a cup of coffee and a massive jug of energy drink, so hopefully things will go okay today. I know I started a little bit early, so I'm gonna just sit and enjoy the music for a bit. Good morning, Buff Grinch. How you doing, friend? Good morning, Rockhead. How are you? Oh no, Buff Grinch. I hope it's not too deep of a cut. And I hope it's not an important finger. Good morning, Kian. How are you? So I realised that I actually forgot to do something before we started descending into the bowels of heck. So I am going to attempt to go back to the start of this area. Yes, I managed to get Porthos Cam to actually sit quite well for once. To be honest, I've shifted the camera around as well, just because he's really picky about where he sits. A shampoo bottle? That is quite impressive, Buff Grinch. Oh, a Skyphon, Kian. I'm guessing that's in Minecraft. Never really did Sky Farms. Something I should really give a go sometime. Right, so I forgot that the most moon logic-y bit of this entire game is that you're supposed to walk into the monkey head and then walk right back out again. Oh, I'm not picky about my sleeping spots, Sophia. I'll sleep wherever I can sit. Heck, sometimes I fall asleep stood up. That may happen today. Okay, so I've got to go all the way back to the cannibals. For some weird and wonderful reason. To be fair, Sophia, it's only like micro naps, but yeah, I've fallen asleep for about 5 minutes, just stood up before, and Slow's gone, "Have you heard anything I just said to you?" And I've gone, "No." It's amazing what your body can do when you're really tired. It's coffee, Porthos. You can't have it, Sweet Pea. Tell you what, have some scritches on me. How much wheat do you need, Kian? I've never done Sky Farms before, so... Ah, thank you, Buff Grinch. That's going to make Porthos very happy. And because he's being a very good boy, I'm going to give him a big treat. Big treat. Please. Good boy. It's a shame the camera never gets it. There we go. Good morning, Manimal. How are you doing, friend? Oh, bugger. Should have gone to the beach. You wish there were PC ports of more PS2 games. Any in particular, Rockethead? I mean, I totally agree with you. But are there any in particular?
Have you come back
That's
to let
fine,
us repay
Manimal.
you for your fine gift?
Well, actually, there is something.
Tell us, what is it?
I'm looking for somebody.
Here? On Monkey Island?
We're the only people living on Monkey Island.
Well, the only
Oh
civilized
yeah,
people.
I would love a PC port of Sly Cooper because I've never played it, and I hear it's really good. In this particular situation, Theo, no. I am looking for 30 dead guys and one woman.
For 30 dead guys and one woman.
I don't think I want to hear any more about it.
Wait, maybe he's talking about those dead pirates.
Oh, yeah. Those guys.
Then you've seen the ghost pirate LeChuck and his cadaverous crew?
Those jerks have been
Oh,
bugging us
hello,
for months.
Porthos. Just like
Zooming around here
punch
in that
me in the leg,
creepy
why don't
ghost
you?
ship of theirs, wailing and moaning until all hours of the morning.
Scaring away all the cruise ship business?
Normally, when we have problems with the undead, we just cook up our standard potion of exorcism and be done with it.
Wasn't there a third Sly Cooper game, Rockethead, or was it something they were planning on doing and then never did?
So why don't you do that now?
Well, the main
Ah,
ingredient
right.
of the potion is a very
Fair enough.
rare root. In fact, there's only one in existence.
We only use a little bit at a time, you see.
But LeChuck stole the whole thing.
Well, yeah, why improve on perfection? Ah.
Where is he hiding it?
He's in a place beneath this island. Somewhere in a huge system of catacombs. A hellish place filled with the wailing of tortured souls trapped forever in the rock, where the walls bleed and the air is thick with the rancid smell of pure evil.
Tourists used to line up for hours to see it.
Does sound like the kind of place I'd go for a tourist attraction.
What happened? Health department shut you down?
No, we lost the key.
It was stolen.
Well,
Oh,
we
wow, that's
loaned
pretty
it
cool,
to
Rockethead.
a hermit who lives on the island.
And until that crusty old, pantless weirdo brings it back, we're keeping his banana picker.
LeChuck came in here and stole your route? What a cad.
And I suppose stealing bananas is any better.
Yes?
I'm off to find LeChuck and get the route.
Sorry, but it's just not that easy. Trying to find LeChuck could be very dangerous.
You'd never find your way through the catacombs without them.
Hey, Ixnay on the Edhay of the Navigator Nay.
The what?
Nothing.
Nothing.
What's the Edhay of the Navigator name?
Love it when people use Pig Latin in games.
Dialect. Good.
We could at least tell him what the head does.
Well, it's a navigating tool.
It's a head. It was once attached to a navigator.
We've kept it alive magically.
Oh,
so
Rocket
we
Head,
can
I
take
would
advantage of
definitely
its
watch
innate
that.
sense of direction. Getting through the catacombs without it is impossible.
But it's our only one, so you
I'm
can't
guessing
have
with
it.
PS3, because it's
I guess
HDMI, you could
we have
probably
nothing
get
to
yourself
offer you.
a HDMI capture card like I've got for my Switch.
Feel free to come to the Great Monkey and visit your idol anytime.
Cheap and cheerful one. It's not the best
So,
thing in the world,
anyway,
but
Lemonhead, what was that you were saying
if
about
you're not
tropical oils?
gonna be
Well-
streaming from it regularly, then you know it's a good start point. Right. I need to give them a pamphlet now that they're discussing things with each other. Notes. Pamphlet, leaflet. Is it pamphlet or leaflet? Let's have a look. Give them the leaflet.
Well, look at this. It looks like instructions on how to get ahead.
We could give him our head. and
Oh, is it
use
quite
these
viscous,
instructions
Sophia?
To get ourselves a new one.
Yes, I suppose we can give you this now.
Thanks.
Looks pretty good for a dried up old head, doesn't it?
It looks delightful.
We keep it wrapped in this magical necklace that makes it invisible to ghosts. Oh, look! I think he likes you.
Oh, we made a
Just follow
friend.
his nose, and he'll lead you to LeChuck's hideout in the catacombs.
Hey,
Then
Goth
get
Girl,
the root
thank
from
you.
LeChuck
I'm
and
glad.
come
I was
back
up till
here.
4:30
We'll mix up a
making
batch
it.
of our special enzymatic ghost dissolving solution.
How are you doing today,
And you
friend?
can pour it on LeChuck like salt on a slug.
Yeah.
We gave the
Good
cannibals a pamphlet, leaflet, question mark, and in return they gave us a creepy head. It likes us. I'm actually gonna see if I can look at the creepy head in my inventory. Isn't that delightful? Thank you, Sophia. Okay, it's just looking at me. Why, thank you. I haven't had any complaints before, Goth Girl. It's important to be able to see where you're going, Zafio. I think that's why it has so many eyes. You know, just in case. Right, now to descend back to heck. Porthos, what are you doing, sweet pea? You licking your bed? You're a strange little fellow. Yeah, it has spares, Buff Grinch. You never know when you're going to need them. Hey RNG, how you doing? Come on, down you go. There we go. Yeah, he giving it the bed lick. Are you waiting for more treats, Porthos? Is that why you are sitting at your bed and staring at me expectantly? Look at that face, chat. Honestly. Come on. Good boy. You're a good boy. Oh, soon you will have treats, Porthos. House Squig is doing okay today. There we go. Thank you very much, Manimal. Porthos will be very appreciative. So please, baby. Good boy. Tasty treats. Oh. My fingers are sticky now. Sorry, Theo. I don't think it works like that. Butts from Manimal. Fabulous. Who doesn't love a good butt? Right. Monkey head. We need to go to the monkey head. Let's get this show on the road. Or the ocean, I guess. Yay! Goth Girl has also redeemed a treat for the Porthos. Little closer. There you go. Good boy. It's hard work, wasn't it, folks? Don't know if I can actually get Porthos Cam to stay far enough up. There we go. A little bit. He's gonna move again. So, we now have the head of the navigator. Best not to think about what happened to the rest of him. Come here, buddy. Please don't lick my hand, sweetie. I'll pet you, but don't lick my hand. This is not why he's getting fat. He's getting fat because he's not getting enough exercise and he's getting lots of treats. And he's not getting fat. He's hench. Aren't you, Bubby? Yeah. Yes, the rest of the navigator was transmuted into lots of creepy eyes. He's not fat, he's fluffy. No, he's not a husky, he's a staffy. Also, hi Dammy. How you doing, friend? Right. So, we have the navigator. Okay, so okay, he seems reasonably comfortable right now. So I think Morning Inquisitor, how you doing? I think we're safe to just go this way, which makes sense, as I'm pretty sure it's the only path. Yep. Hey, staying up to play SWTOR is a good use of time. And it's also a bit of a time sink once you start playing. There we go. Okay. I am gonna use my superpowers as stream host to just give Porthos a treat. You can't see it, Dammy, but I'm raising my fist in solidarity for not getting enough sleep. Right.
I think it wants me to go to the right.
Ah, delightful. It's totally an abuse of power, Goth Girl, but it's the best kind of abuse of power because it makes Porthos happy. Okay, it wants me to go to the right again. Okay, left. Cool. Right, okay. Sure. Whatever.
Hellish.
And left again. And left again. If he tells me to go right, then I'm buying a sat-nav. Ooh, navigate ahead. Oh, okay. I'll let you off. Oh, bless you, Manimal. I hope you feel better soon, mate. Eye discomfort is one of the worst things, because it's just like, I kind of need those. 2 till 6 is the perfect amount of sleep according to my brain. Yeah, I know those feels all too frickin' well, Goth Girl. With you there, friend. And right again? Does he want me to go up there? No. Left, right. I'm getting Dr. Steele stuck in my head again. Do you want me to go up here? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Creepy navigator head. Yeah, okay. Turn around when possible. Hi, Wheezy. And yeah, pretty much. Oh, okay, never mind. It's LeChuck that's stuck in the well. Okay, so we've made it all the way to LeChuck's spoopy ghost ship. Oh! Eyeball necklace.
Ugh, that's slimy and goopy.
Goopy.
You can't have it.
What?
It's mine.
What?
Okay, we're here. Now what do you want from me?
Goth Girl. A ghost! Oh, chat, I love you. Like, as a group, I freaking love you because I love Scooby-Doo and you're just over there, Scooby-Dooing it up, good and proper. Best Sunday morning ever.
Hello, Head.
It's me, the Head.
Hello.
That dates me a bit, doesn't it?
May I please have that necklace?
Oh, Goth
No,
Girl, you
But
should.
thanks for
There's so
asking,
much to love about it. Like, the original series is really cheesy. They are kind of Scooby snacks, yeah, as a Theo. And some of the newer series and the films are actually very, very good as well. You know, as long as you don't take them seriously.
Why can't I have it?
I've got a bad feeling about this place.
Guybrush
I think I
Threepwood,
might need it.
94-year-old.
Oh, come on, please.
You can beg all you want, but you can't have it.
And now he's back on his bed. And I have to move the camera again. Oh my god, the Hex Girls. Yes, Rockethead. I didn't know if I wanted to be them or be with them when I was younger. Hot damn. And their songs are so good. Okay, I'm getting off track here. I'm supposed to be tricking this creepy head into giving me its necklace.
Pretty please?
You can beg
I
all you
do need a
want, but
camera
you
that
can't
follows
have
him
it.
around, but I am not financially equipped to buy something that fancy at the moment. One day. I know, right, Goth Girl? There's an episode of Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated that came out a few years ago, like 16. And Daphne becomes a Hex Girl for a bit, and that episode is just like, oh my god. Yeah, fucking love the Hex Girls. Shaggy is the most powerful being of all time.
Pretty please?
You can beg all you want, but you can't have it.
Pretty please with sugar on top?
The head does
Oh,
drive a
alright,
hard
you
bargain
big
RNG,
baby.
but I
You can
am
have
a
it.
big fucking
Hey,
child.
what good's a necklace if you don't have shoulders?
Exactly. Right.
Ooh, it's slimy and
Oh.
goopy.
Let's try using it. There we go.
This feels weird.
Okay. One does not simply walk onto the ghost pirate LeChuck's ship. Yeah, it would have been really cool if they'd done that. But they did do that, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, the ghost puppy's adorable. We'll go and take a closer look at him in a minute. Who'd have thunk? Ghosts need sleep too.
It looks sound asleep.
Now, the subtitles said he, but I'm pretty sure Guybrush said it.
It looks sound asleep.
Anyone else hearing that?
I can't pick that up.
I can't pinch his grog. Oh, I bet I can tickle his feet. Oh, hello.
I can't get it away
God.
from him.
Grr. Curse you, fidgety sleeper. Oh good, it's not just my hearing then. Fab. Ghost chickens! One slightly more ghostly than the others. And ghost piggies.
It's locked.
Oh yes, definitely RNG.
I don't see anything special about it.
It's glowing,
Except that
Guybrush.
big glowing voodoo auntie room inside.
Fuck's sake. Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate, everyone. puppy! Ghostly honk, yes. Honk. We don't want to be in here yet, I don't think. Yep. It's the dude. You know, the dude with the thing. Oh shit. Clicked on the wrong button. I want to open this door. Oh shit. No, I don't.
What's that?
I didn't do it. Yeah, the dude, the Big Lebowski. The Big LeChuck. And Porthos has settled down. LeChuckski. Yeah, exactly. Hey look, feathers. Wonder what we could use those wonderful little ghost feathers for. Ruh-roh. Okay, so this seems a little cruel, but oh well. Tickle his feet. It didn't work. Do it again. There we go. Ha-ha! My bottle now. Okay, so we got some grog. That's bound to be useful at some point. Oh. So, I don't know about you folks, but I've slept since this, which is why I've got a guide. We have something that can get that key off the wall without LeChuck noticing. Yoink. Right, I'm gonna wait here for a minute because nice music whilst I... Yeah, exactly, fucking magnets. So I'm gonna just wait here and you guys can enjoy the music and the dancing pirates whilst I check the guide. Ah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Pretty sure that's not what I said, but okay.
It's a big, ghostly-looking key.
Gotta admit, not a big fan of those piggy noises. Rats! Yep, definitely rats. Too long in the face to be Mises. Ghost rats, yeah. Is this where Primeby went?
Yikes! I hate rats.
Rats? Why did it have to be rats? This is very true, but there might be some ghost Mises. We are indeed the rats. Oh, thank you for the follow, Sketches. Don't tell me I've got to give them the Grago moves. Oh! Worse.
It's a bottle of ghost grog.
I said use it. There we go.
Ugh, it's all over my hands.
Yay, now I'm a slippery ghost. How are you doing today, Sketches?
That doesn't seem to work.
Oh, I have actually got some in my inventory that I can use on the door.
This should stop it from squeaking.
Aha! Well, bugger. It's never easy, is it? Oh, I am there.
They're glowing ghost tools. Oh, good. More inventory.
Oh, good, Guybrush. You're on the same page as me. Unless it's a Resident Evil game, RNG. Then you've got to actually manage your inventory as opposed to just stuffing everything in your arse TARDIS. Okay. So, we're in here. We have tools. Oh, okay. It's time to do some farming. Look, Goth Girl, what you do in the comfort of your own home with consenting individuals and objects that belong to you and those consenting individuals is totally up to you. But personally, I'd rather not have a pickaxe up my bum. Ghost tools, ghouls, if you will. Yep, sounds about right, Goth Girl. Good morning, Ivan. How you doing today, friend? Right. Let's open us a crate.
This should do it.
Okie dokie, Goth Girl. Okay.
I'll just grab this old root and be on my way.
VoodooRoot.get. Righty tight. So we got ourselves a voodoo root. That'll make the cannibals happy. Oh, okay. We're just gonna... To be fair, he stole it first. We're just re-stealing it.
A long walk, a brief row, and a short hike later.
Oh, thank you, game.
I did it! I got the route!
Oh, I know that
Wow.
feeling, Ivan.
Look, he's not kidding. Here it is.
We stole a route.
He's not such a wimp after all.
Come on, let's go make the brew of the fermented root. Wait here. We'll be right back.
Okie dokie. And there's the three-headed monkey again.
Nice monkey.
Bye, monkey.
There it is.
One squirt of that stuff and the ectoplasm really hits the fan.
And if you have
Magic
any left
cannibals?
over, it's delicious with a little vanilla ice cream. Good luck.
Thanks.
Ooh. I have ice cream. Guybrush doesn't have ice cream, but I do. Is it going to do the thing
After
again?
some more furious
Yay!
paddling.
You scared me half to death.
Balmy weather we're having, isn't it?
It's always like that.
Let's
down
be
here.
polite. Seeing as he seems to have been left behind.
What happened to the ship?
They all left for the wedding.
What wedding?
LeChuck is marrying the governor of Melee Island.
What? But how will they... Where's the wedding?
There's a lovely church on Melee Island. They're headed there.
Melee Island?
Indeed, sketches.
Oh no.
I was actually talking with some of my friends, including Ivan, last night about the fingerprints sketch from Animaniacs.
Why are you still here?
My head fell into the lava there, and I had to chase after it.
Oh, there probably
When I
is
came
Goth
back,
Girl,
they
and
had
I am
gone.
not going looking for it.
Shame, too. I hate to miss the wedding.
I've got to go after them. I've got to stop that wedding.
Bye.
Well, good luck, Goth Girl. Please don't report
What are you
back.
doing here? Oh, I missed the boat to the wedding.
Hey! No problem! We can take mine! Let's go!
Aww.
Hey, will you take me to Melee Island?
I'll lend you my ship if you promise to rescue me with it.
Okay.
Well, let's go!
And we are on to the actual final part. Yeah, all this time he had a sodding boat. Guy's a little bit nuts though, isn't he? Bless him.
Well, that certainly was easier than the trip to Monkey Island.
Well, there wasn't a
Where
mutiny for
Richard's
one
Rock's
thing.
gone to now? Now I'll have to stop the wedding by myself.
Are you surprised by this, Guybrush? Okay, so. Let's go this way. Nope.
Yikes.
Hey! Wait a second!
How shall we play this? Shall I just throw it at him? You want to see me make this pencil disappear?
Want to see a neat trick?
Gosh, yes! I love magic tricks!
Cool.
Okay, so I have not played this part in the remaster before, so this is all new to me as well. I mean, I know what's going to happen, but Can I pick that up? No. It was worth a shot. But yeah, I haven't seen it re-rendered in glorious Technicolor yet, so...
Excuse me. Do you have an invitation to the wedding?
No, but I have this deadly magic root beer.
Spritz. Yes!
This stuff's great. Watch out, LeChuck. There's a new sheriff in town, and his name... Hey, I better get to the church.
Yeah, stop being a smart-ass, Guybrush. That's my job. Ah, yes. Lewd smut crab fondle. Who doesn't love a bit of ominous wedding music?
If there be any man with reason that these two people should not be united in blissful matrimony, let him speak now.
Oh, that too,
or
goth girl.
forever hold
I know an omen when I see one, Ivan.
Hey!
I took too long. Oh, you may see Porthos run in and out for a little bit. Slow is playing with him. Marriage is what brings us together today. Oh, yes. I just remembered I have an appointment at the dentist's.
Take this, you vaporous voodoo vermin.
I'm gonna try and be cool.
Are you trying to bribe me?
Oh, we get balks.
Governor.
Please excuse background balks.
Governor?
What's going on?
Oh, Guybrush, you mad fool! I'm impressed you came to rescue me, but it really wasn't necessary. I had everything well in hand. Unfortunately, your arrival has made it necessary for me to tip my hand early.
How? Who? But... what?
If you're here, then who's that in the dress? What?
Oh, don't scare them! They have my ghost sack and root beer bottle.
Oh, I'll get it.
Oh dear.
Oops.
Nice one, Guybrush.
Nice going, Guybrush.
You prat.
Now I've got to chase them down to get my voodoo root beer back.
But... Hey!
You dared come here and confront me? I can't believe your audacity.
Let's try this again.
Take this, you vaporous voodoo vermin! You'll never menace decent, tangible pirates again, you billowing bag of something that begins with B.
Bullshit?
Now, hold on a minute there, friend. I was only kidding, you know. We can settle this like gentlemen.
Oh no! It's jammed! Must be pocket lint.
You were close,
say
goth
now.
girl.
Let's not be hasty. Ah! Oh!
So no root beer for us.
Oh!
I know, right, goth girl?
Oh!
Me too, RNG.
to see you, son. How's the ship? If you're interested in trading,
We in justice
I can
now.
give you a fair price for it. Howdy, partner. You know, just by looking at you, I can tell you're a man of the world. A man with an eye for quality. A man who knows a good bargain when he...
Bye, Stan. Oh, no. Oh, shit. Yes, indeed, a convenient root beer. Oof. Nope. Shit. Splat. There we go. Well, would you look at that? He was big boned. Yeah, sorry, RNG. I got distracted by the dog. Totes professional. We have a blimp cam? Hey, LeChuck.
Hey!
Yikes. Oh, don't sneak up on me like that.
Sorry.
That's okay. You know, LeChuck was a deviant, obnoxious, slithery, creepy, crawly sort of a guy, but I'll say one thing for him.
What's that?
He sure looks nice exploding against the night sky.
Yes, it's very romantic. Can I buy you a root beer?
Actually, I'm a bit sick of root beer. While I was in the machine over at Stan's... Oh gosh, I hope Stan's okay.
Nah, he'll be fine. Probably.
I wish my crew could have seen this.
You know, I can't shake the feeling that Guybrush was somehow responsible for that big rock sinking the ship.
Yeah. As soon as we find a way off this island, we're gonna have ourselves a little chat with Mr. Threepwood.
Let's get out of this hut first.
Yeah, at least I learned something from all this.
What's that?
I think that the perfect way to end this is with a fourth wall break. Don't you?
Never pay more than $20 for a computer game.
A what?
I don't know. Not sure why I said that.
And there we have it, folks. The first installment in the Monkey Island series. So while the credits are rolling, I'm gonna just set up some extra stuff, because we've got about an hour before I'm due to finish streaming. So we can get started on the next game. Which, drum roll, as voted for by you, is Discworld. So I will come back at some point in the future and finish the Monkey Island series, but today we will be doing the first Discworld game. Oh my god, Discworld! Yes, now I'm gonna warn you guys in advance. Discworld is very Moon Logic-y. Like, it was, when it came out, it was really badly critically panned for just how silly some of the puzzles are. Oh, I know, RNG. Well, put it this way. My birthday falls on a point-and-click stream day. And Sam & Max is my favourite point-and-click. So, if we don't get to it by then... Oh god, what's happened? Oh, thank you, Goth Girl. Sorry, I was rambling and didn't notice at all. Thank you so much. You're the bestest. Yeah. The Moon Logic is bad. It's like really bad in Discworld, so I've already pulled the guide up ready. 'Cause hot damn. It really is Moon Logic, the game, RNG, you're right. Okay. Oh my god! Guys! Destroyer and Manimal, thank you so much! And I will give Porthos... Oh, he is still here, he's just hiding behind my chair. Please, baby. Good boy. Okay. Oh. Seriously, thanks, folks. It really means the world to me that you subscribe, because... Oh... I've got no fucking clue what I'm doing and you seem to be enjoying it. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much. Right. I don't know if this is going to keep playing the video and the sound when I do this, so fingers crossed. We'll see. Oh, Goth Girl! Go ahead, friend. I mean, your stream starts at 2, right? So, mine finishes at 2, yours starts at 2. All I'm saying is, it's prime time for a raid, isn't it? Okie dokie, Destroyer. Good luck with your stream. Ooh, Ace Combat 4, that'll be good. Okay, so... Yeah, Ivan is I believe the vernacular is bird nerd. Guybrush Threepwood will return. Right, so that's that. I am gonna quickly put us into Be Right Back mode while I set Discworld up. And please excuse the old format BRB. I am like halfway through rebranding my channel. So yeah, sorry about that. should be okay. You might have a little tiny bit of my start menu at the bottom there, at my taskbar, but not I can do about that, I'm afraid. So, welcome to Discworld. Oh boy, that was stressful. Ta-da! Discworld. So, I'm gonna start off with a little bit of spiel about the Discworld game. 1995 was a good year, yes. So, this Discworld game, Terry Pratchett wasn't particularly fond of the idea of it being made in the first place, but somehow they got the license. They got a surprisingly good voice cast, because it is a voiced game. Some of you who are voice acting nerds will probably recognise, or comedy nerds actually, will probably recognise the voices as we're going through. It's a talkie. Yes, it is. It's very, very loosely based on the books by Terry Pratchett, Guards, and moving pictures. Now, I only read Guards for the first time last year. So, put the Discworld facts up in the facts box. And I absolutely loved it. And I played this before I'd actually read Guards, so I didn't know until later that it was very incredibly loosely based. Anyone that's read Guards will probably recognise some of the key beats, but it's not. It's not the same story. Also, this Discworld game, Discworld 2, Missing Presumed, which is by the same company and came out the year after, and Discworld Noir are all currently in development hell, in licensing hell. Oh, are they a little bit too far to the left? I can fix that. Probably. Yeah, they are. Whoop. Yeah, that's much better. There we go. Fixed it. It does have a dragon sketches. So yeah, it's they're all in rights rights hell at the moment, and as a result, they are technically abandonware right now. Make of that what you will. So, let's do a Discworld. Yeah, I think it is, Sophia. I would say so.
A second-hand set of dimensions. In an astral plane that was never meant to fly. Somewhere
Really damning.
in the darkest
Wow.
Ankh-Morpork, a sinister plot is about to unfold.
Buff Grinch, abandonware is when the developers of a piece of software or a game or something like that basically go under or close for one reason or another, and the rights to that particular software and the development of it don't fall to anybody and nobody purchases them. So they're effectively orphaned bits of software. And when something is in a state of being abandonware, there are places that you can get it from without it being necessarily frowned upon by society. Piracy is not good, kids. If you love something, pay for it. Show the creators the support they deserve and need. Yeah, the chanting is shit.
Where you going? See you soon.
I think they made Death a little bit too light-hearted in this, in terms of his voice.
We don't clear out, so help me. Oh, just bugger off. That's better.
Not for the cutscenes, I don't think, Goth Girl.
Just murder a good curry.
Oh, thanks, HobbySquig. Another fabulous subscriber. Thank you so much. I will update the subscriber ticker later. I kind of wasn't expecting this to happen today.
Why? What's happening? It's a simple courtesy. I say, put your hands up. And you, put your hands up. What did you say?
Oh, Goth
It's
Girl, I'm
tradition,
sorry.
a well-established ritual of your actual mugger and victim relationship. You being a victim, and me being the aforementioned mugger. Now, please, put your hands up.
Has it, Goth Girl?
What's the names?
I typed it in manually, so I didn't think it had.
Just do it, alright. Okay. I don't know what this town is coming to. A man can't even have a quiet drink in peace. Now, that wasn't too hard, was it?
Oh, the most recent sub does, but I've got a ticker at the bottom with all my subscribers' names in. And Streamlabs doesn't have the native thing for that, so I have to do it manually.
Of the greatest wizards on the Discworld, and
But
of the worst.
Exactly, graphically.
Now, listen carefully. With all these rumors of a dragon, but sir,
Oh, and I didn't see this before, but yeah, Rocket Head, except EA. Fuck EA.
Quite.
And Blizzard.
With all these rumors of a dragon on the rampage, the Wizards of Unseen University must fulfill their civic responsibility. We must
And
seek
Activision,
out
yeah,
this
Goth Girl.
dragon and destroy it. Yes, but how? Who? Leave the how up to me.
And Ubisoft. I don't know, I think Ubisoft are doing a good enough job of fucking themselves, aren't they?
Ideal person. Why don't you go and fetch Rincewind for me?
So, as you may have seen in the little facts box at the bottom there, the creators of this game decided that they didn't want to use an existing story, they wanted to kind of make their own, but they took a load of beats from stuff that had already been written anyway. Agreed, Manimal. Right. Now I know there are subtitles for the actual in-game stuff. So... Oh yeah, and sound effects. There you go.
The Arch-Chancellor wants to see you.
Okay, so...
A snoring chest? That's novel.
If I'm not mistaken, you have literally two commands in this game. You can right-click to look at things,
Chest? That's novel. Well, I'll soon fix that.
and you can double click to use things. And I think that is literally it.
That doesn't work. Unseen University. Thermaturgy 101. Failed. Well, it's not little trinkets and paperwork that really count in life. I've got a really pointy hat. That's a start.
Okay, so there seems to be a fundamental lack of subtitles. Aha! It's turned them off, the little bugger. Fixed it. Yes, Goth Girl. Points to Goth Girl for spotting the first celebrity voice. It is indeed Eric Idle. Let's turn the speed up, because I get the feeling they're going to be really slow otherwise. Right, let's try now.
No, I can't.
There we go. Oh no, they stick around for way too long. Welcome to the beginning of Discworld, in which Hobby fucks around with the subtitle speed until it works. Oh, is it Mother's Day? Today? Is that stateside maybe? We have different we have different Mother's Days, don't we? Okay. Thank you, Manimal. I did panic a little bit then. Oh, it wouldn't have been David Jason at this point, HobbySquig. This is 95, so... Yes, Theo, it is indeed Rincewind. He doesn't have Wizard written on his hat. But it's Rincewind. Well, we've always been the difficult ones, haven't we, Goth Girl?
That doesn't work.
I'm pretty sure you can use the bed, Rincewind. Okay, no, those subtitles are still taking too blooming long. I'm just going to put them all the way this end.
I really must do some heavy research into this bed. 8 or 9 solid hours should be sufficient.
Rincewind cannot bed. We cannot use Rincewind and bed together. Okay, so...
This sodding thing hasn't got a doorknob.
Wizards have never really been my thing, Goth Girl. Okay. A pouch. Huzzah! Oh! Right, yes. Okay, so I have to click on Rincewind to put things in his inventory.
Not so much having the pouch as having the fittings.
Right. Guess we can't open the other door. Doesn't look like it. Let's address the elephant in the room, or should I say, the dragon on the tower.
Yes, a mysterious shape, a sinister shape.
I know, Goth Girl, I am a being of such contradiction.
With
oh, tell me about it graphically. I'm currently playing a definitely not a wizard, definitely not a bard, multi-classed character, and wizards are hard work. I love that as a line. This is another one that does like to break the fourth wall quite heavily, and the comedy in it's pretty good. It's just sodding awful for Moon Logic.
Or the common doorway.
Dammy, you should give it a go. There's a lot of places online where you can look for groups as well. So if you're struggling to find people in your immediate social circle that want to play, then you can always check some of those out. Right. Yeah, but Rincewind's not exactly the brightest wizard, is he? I'm quite looking forward to the next step for my D&D definitely not a wizard character, Manimal. It depends on how you play them, I think. Any class can be really fun to play, as long as you take the time to get your head around the mechanics of how they work and you're happy with them. That's all that really matters. You know what, come to think of it, my D&D character is a little bit more like Rincewind than I probably intended him to be. And I'm okay with that. Yeah, Ivan, I am totally a sorcerer. Okay, let's talk to the lecturer in recent runes. Ah, okay, so this is how it works in this game. It's been a while since I've played this. I have completed it once, but it was many moons ago. So when you click on something in this game, instead of you having all of the options to scroll through every time, if you click on something that's interactable, it gives you an interaction menu for that particular thing.
Good day, sirs.
Oh yeah, your current bard, Ivan, is absolutely awesome. I love him to bits. I think he's fab.
So you say, what with the bottom falling out of the tapioca market.
He's off again, past the dried frog pills.
Laugh away, you old boy Valve. It's all this dragon business. That's what's doing it. Snatching tapioca out of the mouths of the deserving elderly.
Dragons? Dragons in the town? A likely story.
Swamp dragons, he means?
Oh yeah, fun fact for the Discworld fans in the chat. Errol makes an appearance in this game.
Poppycock, there's no such thing.
I've just realised I forgot to update the stream details, didn't I? Whoopsie.
Dragons only exist if you believe in them. I don't believe in them,
it.
they don't believe in me. So we're both happy.
I will return to the chat momentarily. Yeah, so fun fact for those that are Discworld fans, Errol makes an appearance in this game, but he's not called Errol, so yeah, that's fun. Oh, yeah, Tony Robinson's in this too. Like I said, it's got a really good voice cast. It's bizarre. I don't even know if this is gonna... Oh my god, it does. Whoop. There we go. Save. Right. Stream info should be up to date now. Hi there, Cake Boss. I have finally updated the stream deets. Okay, so we've talked to them. Let's tell a joke.
We are cogitating.
Yes, Zatheo. swamp dragons can double as flamethrowers. And thank you, graphically. I've just spotted the Porthos treat donation. There you go, buddy. Oh, somebody's feeling lazy.
My lad, is that process by which the wise make space inside their minds for more ideas.
There we go. Slightly better angled Porthos cam.
You make more
Squigswood. Yes, I will update it later. It's a bit of a faff at the moment. Too many things. Hobby wind mighty squiggered. Rinse squig.
My boy, ideas are normally sold by volume, not by weight.
Yes, I'm actually making reference to
best to let them settle so you can find
Rincewind's
more
hat.
room in the top.
With the extra Z. Goth
We
girl.
have wisdom and you do not.
Because he has it spelt wrong on his hat. Not in this game, unfortunately.
This is the action of a clever man.
So Theo, that's a really good idea. I will sort it out in a bit. Oh, it's alright, Goth Girl, don't worry.
What's so clever about writing down the word monkey?
Oh, yes. Are you ready, folks?
Wisdom, my lad, is never cheap.
Okay. So, for the non-Pratchett folks in chat,
Well, I didn't know you were selling it by the
that was the librarian. The librarian is a wizard who looks after the library in the Unseen University in Ankh-Morpork. And due to certain characters and certain magical fuckery, he is now an orangutan. And the only way to reverse the spell is to say his name 3 times, I think it is. But wizards are kind of forgetful at the best of times, and nobody ever really referred to him by his actual name. They just called him librarian. So he's an orangutan now. And will be for the rest of time.
Excuse me, where might I go to find a patrician?
Don't be an idiot, boy. Just look for the palace.
Is he approachable? Can you actually speak to him?
Oh, yes. But he's a mean man with a word.
I don't think he does he, Zatheo?
Be careful
Yes.
if he uses sarcasm on you. And for heaven's sake, run for it if he resorts to irony.
Does this place always have to be this way?
What way?
Well, this way. It's chaos. It's undisciplined. It's as if I'm thrashing about in a sea of questions, like I'm screaming out against soul-destroying winds.
Oh, I know that feeling, Rincewind.
Isn't that a mixed metaphor?
I mean, there are times when I dream about just shaking this place by the neck until it starts talking sense.
I have one like that too.
What, really?
Oh, yes. In one magic moment, I stride like an intellectual giant across the rooftops of the world, slicing through the Gordian what's-his-name of fuzzy thinking for all time. And then I have this other terrific dream, that I'm being smothered in fruity yogurt and sucked up inside a whale.
Thankfully, that's not my problem. So far, anyway. We can but hope. Right, you are then.
Right. Off we sod. So that's some of the Wizards of Unseen University. And we've got Windlepoons.
Hey? A girl? What's a girl doing in here?
I'm not a girl.
Why are you wearing a dress?
It's a wizard's robe, not a dress.
I think this is maybe a little nod to Equal Rights, which is another one of the Discworld books as well, in which a girl actually does attend Unseen University and becomes a wizard. She is the first, and I think still the only, female wizard on the entire disc. And that's Rights, R-I-T-E-S, because puns are fun.
Well, I once knew a girl too, of course.
Of course? Oh, why are you of course? Young fellow like you ought to be out and about, exploring a world of adventure.
I don't remember Zethio. It's been a while since I read that one. I don't think so. I think she just, you know, doesn't think it's fair that she can't become a wizard.
Well, you can't be
She doesn't want to be a hedge witch.
if you're already off course, young air freshener.
Oh, Manimal, now you're asking. Like I said, it's been a long time since I last played this. Easily a decade.
Pickling? Oh, how fascinating.
I think one of them at least probably shows up. It's probably Nanny Og. Og's the favourite.
You started it. I don't even like pickles.
What? Oh, they were wonderful pickles.
Yeah, I know. Rincewind's just, like, the fucking worst. Pickles are the best.
Dare you cast aspersions on damn, I've lost it. What were we talking about again?
Oh, dude, preach.
Pickles?
What's pickled? What? What do you mean?
That is perfectly fair. Goth Girl. I'm deeply hurt by him now as well. And also, hi Cyborg, how you doing?
What?
Yeah, he is. He's a fucking monster.
Damn, there he is. I told them to lock that liquor cupboard.
Good God.
Go on, boy, get after them.
No, pickles, not pickled.
Pickles?
I'm being pickled by this blooming conversation.
Get out. Stop wasting my time.
So, what happened?
Nothing. Nothing happened. That's just the point.
Oh, how's it going, Cyborg?
No young twerps like
How are you finding it?
Come in here, ravish
We all know how delightfully newbie-friendly Destiny is.
Steal? Now
End
don't
sarcasm.
thief.
my stick. They all want my magic stick.
It's a nice stick.
So be off with you, you dastardly overcleaner. So it's
Oops.
pickles you're after then, is it? You devilish young trouser.
You what? Okay, I need to use that. You devilish young trouser is amazing.
I'm on you young bookcase.
You young bookcase. Seriously, this guy's got the best insults.
Now look, this is not the problem that I wanted to address.
Okay. So...
Look, I just want to find somebody who can talk a little sense.
Yeah.
Scents? Perfumes?
So, what class are you playing as, Cyborg? Are you another Titan?
No, sir, I won't. Dallying with womenfolk on the premises is against the rules.
Oh, we're back to that again. Fabulous.
Otherwise,
Leave Windle alone. He's over 100 years old after all. Yes, and nobody's invented a hearing aid yet.
You young bathrobe, I have you defrauded.
The ear trumpet doesn't count.
Look, I haven't done a thing, honestly.
And that's part of the problem, Rincewind.
What? Well, how can you be a man of the world if you've never sampled the finer things in life? Women, wizard staves, pickles.
Well, if I go and do that, you said you'd defrock me.
It won't do, it just won't do. Young tweezers
I'm gonna have
like
to start
you
using
come
my
in here
Titan, aren't I, Goth Girl?
taking off their frocks. I won't stand for it. I will. This city is getting into a fine old pickle.
Yay, graphically, come and join the Hunter Squad, then I'll have more
Oh,
friends.
please don't get started on the pickles again.
I do like my Titan, to be fair, Goth Girl. The only one I don't really play is my Warlock, because I just can't get my head around them.
Don't eat pickles if you're wearing a dress. You'll stain the hem.
He's not wrong there, to be fair.
Why are you
The
wearing
amount
a
of
dress?
pickle-related staining that I've had to endure. Ooh, grats, Goth Girl.
This
Right,
seems like a
off
good
we
cue
pop.
to cease this whole silly conversation.
I agree, Rincewind. You're still a pickle heretic, but I agree. Oh, look, it's the Senior Wrangler.
Absolutely no desire to talk to that person at this time.
Well, fine then, you antisocial git. The Pickle Heresy. Yeah, it is the Pickle Heresy. How very dare he say anything bad about pickles? Okay, so that's the Bursar and the Dean. Ooh, a carcass. And food.
That
Can we...
doesn't work.
Okay, we can't interact with the food. I was there when Rincewind said bad things about pickles.
Ah, a swamp dragon, if my eyes don't deceive me. I thought these things were filled with explosive gas.
Well, it's a... Ew.
Oh, right.
Delightful.
Ah,
Okay, so... It was just the same thing again. I have no ideas, Theo. Wouldn't let me interact with the food, so... That's the kitchen. Is there anywhere else I can go? Ooh, a statue.
That doesn't work.
Spoil sport. There's the library. We should really go and see the Arch-Chancellor. Okie doke, Goth Girl.
Ah, if it isn't young Breakwind.
Rincewind, sir.
Rincewind, quite. Come in. We need to talk. That is, I need to talk, and you listen. No doubt you've been hearing all sorts of rumors about this dragon that supposedly is terrorizing the town.
Oh! Having a learning moment, Theo.
As in the classic fire-breathing, city-toasting...
Shut up! Yes, pretty much. Scaly,
That's
vague,
close
like
enough.
shiny objects, that species of kidney. And what we need to do is to ensure that the unseen university is properly represented in the attempts to dispose of it.
Why?
If some yokel simply slays the wretched thing without our help, the people will begin to ask just what wizards are for.
Oh, a paladin's a good idea. Dammy. I've never actually played one, but I've seen some really good paladins put together before. I highly recommend you take a look at Joe Cat's Crap Guide to D&D videos, because they're actually really useful for getting your head around the different mechanics of each of the classes.
Surely, sir, dragons don't logically exist.
Shut up!
Welcome back,
Dragons
Gothgo.
exist if you believe in them, and the average man in the street does believe in them.
To be fair, that's one thing I've always really liked about the Discworld, is that there is this idea that if enough people believe in something, then it does exist. Because it kind of works that way, in a way. Fireball and only Fireball. Yep, Fireball is the only spell worth using. Yeah, exactly, they're like orcs, and I like that. Because really, aren't we all a little bit orcish deep down inside?
Too much sloppy thinking around here. Run down to the library and fetch me a copy of Featherwinkle's concise compendium of dragons' lairs. Once we've read that, we'll know how to track the scaly blighter.
Go on then, Rockethead.
You still here?
Oh no, Theo, I think it is a much older concept. Because you've got quite a lot of it throughout history. Yes, anthropomorphic personification.
That doesn't work.
I can't look at the shelf. Well, fine. Can I look at the curtains?
That doesn't work.
Ugh. You know what I love in a point and click? Restrictions. Right. The library. Yeah, you must point and click, but only where we tell you to. Hello, librarian.
Hello?
Hello there, Hollow Soul. Welcome to the party.
Egad, you're not in charge here, are you? Oh, I see. Well, that explains the filing system. Look, I don't know if you're quite the person that I want to see. Ooh. Yeah, well, it's hard to explain, really. Yeah. Ook, eek, ook. Yee.
Why do I feel like this is going to get us into trouble? Well, yeah, that's the way I approach it, Ivan. Click on everything, point at everything. Get yourself hit on the head by an orangutan. Oopsie. Everything okay, Goth Girl?
Hi. Do you mind if I monkey about in the library for a while? Did you get the number?
Rincewind is going to get a concussion.
May I take a book from the library, please? Excuse me? I see. I need something in order to take out a book. Toothpaste? Fingers? Gloves? Something in your hand? A dentist? Halitosis? You want some mouthwash? That's it. You want some mouthwash. I'm sorry, but I'm already spoken for. Oh, a library card. Why didn't you say so in the first place? What happens if I just barge in without giving you a library card?
Yeah, Susan is one of my favourite characters.
Yes. Now look, unfortunately, ape upon my person. Yes, upon my person. Phew. I didn't say monkey.
You idiot, Rincewind.
Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
Susan was actually the main character in the first Discworld book I ever read. At the tender age of 11, I saw a copy of Thief of Time in the bookshop and went, that looks like a fun read.
Hey, whose monkey is this?
Oh, that's a shame, Goth Girl.
Did you get the number of that donkey cot? Excuse me, my dear sir. Could you get me a tome called Featherwinkle's Concise Compendium of Dragon's Lairs? I see.
I still haven't read Carpe Jugglum. It's on my list. But I'm trying to go through them in release order. Yeah, Thief of Time is such a good book. My favourite bit of it is actually a footnote. When, for those that have read it, it's discussing situations in context and how context differs depending on where you sit within that situation, whether you're observing it or whether you're involved in it. And it uses the old fable of the Emperor's New Clothes to describe it. Absolutely love that.
Well, you know, someone who isn't a monkey.
Ooh, that sounds nice, Cyborg. I had a McSquig muffin for my breakfast with hash browns. Right. Are we done?
No, I'll come back and get a book later.
Fair enough. Yes. I mean, some of the footnotes are... Oh, shit. Rincewind's going to have a concussion by the time we've done with this conversation. Yeah, the footnotes are sometimes a page unto themselves, but they are really good footnotes. Right.
Seems like a good cue to cease this whole silly conversation.
Yes, footnotes about shopping carts are great. Mort's a really good book as well, yeah. Reaper Man's one of my favourites as well. I absolutely love that. And Soul Music. You may be seeing a pattern there.
Let's not press this curiosity thing too far then, shall we?
I think that's reasonable, Rincewind, because your big old nose will get bitten right off your face, mate. Ooh, yes. Nice one, Cyborg. Oh, yeah, that makes sense considering the plot. There's actually an animated film that I think Channel 4 did for Soul Music, and there's a little bit in it where the kitchen staff at Unseen University are singing "It's My Patty and I'll Fry If I Want To." Yes, the Hogfather film's really good, and I quite like the Colour of Magic film as well. Oh, Rincewind's in the closet. broom.
That doesn't work.
Of course it doesn't. You can't see what's on there. Yes, Sir Theo. Just now, Rincewind is now out of the closet. Yeah, I've not finished the Going Postal book. It's one I started and then went, I want to read these in chronological order. So I've not finished it yet, but I've heard similar things from other folks. Hey, Goth Girl. All sorted now?
Excuse me, but could I ask you some questions?
Clear off, and no magic in the kitchen.
That's okay, Rincewind's not very good at magic.
In this place, and I'm going to complain to the Arch-Chancellor.
Are you always this surly?
Yes. When I did desktop capture for the first time, everything went horribly wrong. This is technically being done through desktop capture, so as long as you do the right transformations and don't...
Really?
Yeah, I have that. I mean, thankfully all of my backgrounds are just like a collection of Destiny pictures, so nothing that's going to upset anybody.
I don't know. What?
But yeah, it does happen sometimes, but as long as you're careful and you keep an eye on what's actually displaying on your stream, you should be fine. I believe in you.
Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
Yeah, exactly, Manimal. Don't have porn and bank details in the background and you'll be fine. No worries, Goth Girl.
Well, that's a fine skill to have.
You're a good streamer.
Your parents must be very proud of you.
I have every faith in you. And yeah, RNG, this game is basically Rincewind getting beaten about the head for the first third at least.
Going to become a wizard. But they found out my parents were married.
Oh, somebody sassed him back.
Fascinating.
Oh, I don't even have shortcuts on my desktop. My desktop is completely clear.
Don't any of your pancakes get lost?
Oh, nice rocket head.
What? From here? From my frying pan? You don't seem to realize.
Well, I do have like shortcuts and stuff, but I've turned the hide icons thing on so no one can ever see them, even me. I don't know how much of a mess my desktop is actually in at this point.
Studying to be a cook's apprentice, I've got top marks for basic flipping left hand and right.
I've just realised that this cook is basically exorcisting us. His head is on the wrong way round right now.
Customer relations.
Seriously, Rockethead, I just right-click on the desktop and say hide desktop icons, and then I forget about them.
This is the worst kitchen I've ever seen.
Okie dokie, Goth Girl. Good luck, and we will be raiding shortly. Because I have a Monster Hunter date in 2 minutes.
What's worst?
It's a what's name? A sausage.
That's okay, Goth Girl. Nobody knows what's going on in Discworld.
Worst? No, if you want the worst sausage, try Dibblers.
Hey, look, it's a reference to Cut My Own Throat Dibbler.
Oh, dear. So it's to be puns, is it?
Just watch the pancakes for a while. It's very soothing.
Death knows, yes. On that note, once I've finished talking to the chef, I'm going to save. And I'm going to... There we go.
I'll catch you later then.
I'm going to save, and I am going to end the stream so that I can go and hunt monsters with Slow this afternoon. Because I done promised. And I like to try and keep my promises. I want to say a massive thank you to all of my subscribers, my new subscribers, my previous subscribers, and the new followers as well. Thank you so much. And thank you everybody that views, whether you stay for the whole thing, whether you pop in for 5 minutes. It's really appreciated. I love you lot to bits. Yeah, making this little squig feel very happy. So, thank you. There we go. So I will come back to Discworld next week, and maybe we'll actually have to use the guide at some point. It's a lot of talking to begin with. Thanks again, everybody. This has been fab. I am going to kick off a raid for Goth Girl's stream. So if you want to join the raiding fun, stick around for a minute, and we'll get the party started. Okay. Raid is beginning in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Thanks again, everybody.